Hello, today is September 27, 2014. I am Eduardo Pogorevsky from ET Disclosure, Canada. I am with Chuck Penner, my brother-in-law. He's farmer and he has something to tell us about what happened many years ago in Altona, Manitoba. Well, he will tell us. Okay. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hi, you can take it.
Edward and I were discussing the unidentified sites and vehicles that have supposedly been seen by numerous people in the province of Manitoba. It brought me back to an incident that happened on our farm, and we are farmers. We farm 6 miles north of the U.S. border on Range 2 in the arm of Montcalm, and I walked out and looked at my crops one morning, and I saw these marks in my crops. They measured roughly about 4 meters across, and the marks in the soil were roughly about 1 foot in a round manner, actually almost in a diamond-shaped manner, and there were 3 of them in each of the sites in a tripod kind of a configuration. And I wondered what these marks were, because they had indented into the soils on which crops were growing. And I inquired about that. Nobody seemed to know. Nobody seemed to really care until Eduardo, my now brother-in-law, who is interested in unidentified objects, mentioned to me that this was a site that some people might really be interested in. There was another site that I observed on the farm as well, although in a different location. It was a round configuration, a round circle, and also indented into the soil. And whether it was a vehicle of some sort, or whether it was somebody making marks in the field, I don't know, but it seemed that the accuracy of the circle would have been almost impossible to make with a stick or with a vehicle of some sort. But that's what we observed in that field, and I have yet to hear from anybody that would be able to properly identify those kinds of markings in a field. I believe that I took pictures of them at that time, although I would have to search in my file to see if I still had them or still could show them to somebody.
You don't remember which year was it?
I do not remember the exact year.
Approximately?
I believe it was sometime in the late 80s. 87 comes to mind, but I won't be certain on that number.
Do you hear this happen to other farmers in the area?
No, only one other person that said he had also had some marks, but he didn't really want to talk about it because he didn't want any publicity.
It was in the area of Altona too?
This was about 3 miles north of the U.S. border, closer to Emerson, Manitoba.
Okay. And after this happened, what do you think? Because it was in the newspapers, no?
Well, I know there were numerous articles in newspapers about unidentified objects, although nobody ever communicated with me that they had any positive identification of what they might have been or what might have made these kinds of markings. And there were some people that came out and looked at them, but I've never heard from them after that. So,
thank you very much. We will know soon.